Deanna, you may begin.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yes, you're coming through strong and clear.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to sit here and talk about what is going on. So I am a member of Beyond the Streets. We do outreach in Welland. So I want to speak to you guys in regards to what we're experiencing when an encampment is torn down. So basically what's happening is, basically what's happening is a lot of people are struggling with the fact that they are being moved from place to place. It's killing their mental health. It's taking them farther away from the services that they need, from the food programs that Welland has all around. It's also putting them farther away from us and putting them in a situation where they are, in our eyes, that they're in danger, if we can find them. The biggest thing that is becoming a big challenge is they're just being pushed farther and farther and farther away. I've had a few people who they'll find one spot, they get a notice, they have to leave. They'll go to a farther spot, they're found, and again, they have to leave as well. So at the end of the day, it's causing a lot of distress for them. It's causing, a lot of dangerous issues of us not being able to find them, of NASO not necessarily being able to find them as well. And it's just harder to help these individuals when they're being pushed farther into the unknown of where we can find them. A lot of people ask me, well, there's a new shelter in Welland, which we are so grateful for. But the reality is that encampments still exist because we don't have enough shelter beds. There are some people that just do not want to go into shelter, whether it be because they have animals or because they just don't feel safe there. And this is where, the question lies of what do we do? And it's not an easy thing to figure out. I know that the region is doing the best that they can, but I think that, forcing people out of their encampments over and over again is not only a dangerous thing for them mentally, and for the fact that, they're going farther into places that are not safe for them, but it's also causing a lot of, financial issues with the region as well. And I read a report, I think it was the other day, in regards to one of the mayors saying that it was raising property taxes. So that's why people's property taxes were going to be raised. And I think that's a very dangerous thing to say, because now it's putting those individuals now even more at risk, with the general public saying, well, you're the reason why I now have to pay more taxes, right? So it's taking a group of people who are already at risk and just, putting them more at risk, in my eyes. And, especially nowadays, everybody's struggling. Every single one of us is struggling. So for something like that to be said, I just think that, it's putting them even more at risk. So obviously, this is what we are seeing in Welland. I can't speak for other cities on, the issues that they're having with encampments being broken down and not being able to find people. But I just wanted to share with you guys that that's what we're dealing with. We are trying to provide this service to keep them safe. But, it's like, the city and stuff like that is kind of fighting us against that one, of just putting them in a situation where they're constantly losing their homes and constantly feeling defeated. And it's not giving them the opportunity in any way to better their lives, because they're constantly in fight or flight. They're constantly in survival mode. And we're not really doing anything to get them in that better direction, because unfortunately we don't have enough space for everybody in shelters, and it kind of blows my mind that we're even having this conversation, that we know that we can't house everybody in Canada, but we can tear down their homes when they try and figure something out for themselves. So thank you for the opportunity to talk. I do want to share one story with you before. We had one of our street friends' moms. She hasn't been able to find her son for a couple of weeks, and we have not seen him either. I was lucky enough to run into him today at Holy Trinity's breakfast. The mother came tonight to our dinner, and I was able to tell her that her son was safe. In speaking to him, when I asked him, "Where are you?" He had told me that he was far in the bushes because he's continuing to get notices that he has to move. So in his eyes, the farther away I am, the less of a nuisance he is to the people in the community. They don't have to see his tent. So these are real human beings that we're dealing with,
Delegation,
people who
hey, 5
have
minutes,
feelings. Thank you.
now, about 7 minutes. So